sitting on the floor of our empty spare room, watching the shadows stretch out in the gloom. I tried to conjure the smell of your skin, but the scent of the winter is all that blows in. I have this one picture, it's frayed at the edge. It fell through the cracks of the windowsill edge. And I'm terrified lately that I'm losing the fight to keep your face vivid in the middle of the night. The sharp edges of us are starting to blur. I'm losing the person you used to prefer. I'm chasing the details, the gold in your eyes, but they're washing away like the colors in skies. Now I'm living on fading memories, like leaves falling down from the oldest of trees. I'm reaching for moments that I can't quite hold before the warm stories grow quiet and cold. Your voice is a whisper I can't quite repeat, like a ghost of a song on a busy city street. I'm losing the battle, I'm losing the urge to the rust and the rain and the settling dust of these fading memories. To the cafe where we had our first date, but they changed all the music and painted the gate. I sat in our booth, but it felt like a cage, like someone had ripped out the very best page. I remember you laughed, but I can't hear the tone. It's a hollowed out feeling I faced on my own. It's like trying to catch water in the palm of my hand, watching our kingdom turn back into sand. Is it better to forget, finally be free, or to drown in the wreckage of what used to be? I'm scared if I heal, I'll forget why I hurt and bury the you left inside of this dirt. On fading memories, like leaves falling down from the oldest of trees. I'm reaching for moments that I can't quite hold before the warm stories grow quiet and cold. Your voice is a whisper I can't quite repeat, like a ghost of a song on a busy city street. I'm losing the battle, I'm losing the urge to the rust and the rain and the settling of these fading memories. They're fading, they're fading, like a radio station when you drive too far. I can't see the light of your distant star, just a smudge on the glass, just a ghost in the grass. Fading memories, I'm forgetting. Don't let me forget you. coffee's cold, the sun is leaning low. I'm watching shadows dance across your coat. You're sitting 3 feet away on the velvet chair, but there's 1,000 miles of frozen air. I ask a question just to hear you breathe, but you're looking through me, looking for the lead. The conversation's brittle, paper thin. I don't know where you end or I begin. I reach for your hand, but the signal is weak. The words get tangled every time we speak. It's a frequency we used to know by heart. Now it's just the sound of us falling apart. And it's just static between us now. White noise screaming, I don't know how to tune back into the way we felt before the ice began to melt. I'm reaching through the hum and the haze, searching for the us from the better days, but the connection's gone, the line is dead. Just a hollow ringing inside my head, nothing but static between us. I found a photo in the kitchen drawer from a summer night we don't have anymore. Your eyes are clear, your laugh was loud and bright before we drifted out of range and out of sight. Now every I love you sounds like gray debris, like a radio station lost at sea. I'm turning the dial, trying to find the spark, but I'm just broadcasting into the dark. Yeah, I reach for your hand, but the signal is weak. The silence is the only thing we keep. It's a frequency we used to know by heart. Now it's just the sound of us falling apart. And it's just static between us now. White noise screaming, I don't know how to tune back into the way we felt before the ice began to melt. I'm reaching through the hum and the haze, searching for the us from the better days, but the connection's gone, the line is dead. Just a hollow ringing inside my head, nothing but static between us. Sounds like distorted down. It's just static between us now. White noise screaming, I don't know how to tune back into the way we felt before the ice began to melt. I'm reaching through the hum and the haze, searching for the us from the better days, but the connection's gone, the line is dead. Just a hollow ringing inside my head. Can you hear me? It's just static, nothing but standing still in the hallway of mirrors, but I don't recognize a man looking back. The lines on my face are the only thing clearer since my whole world decided to fade into black. I see a ghost in the glass by the vanity light, adjusting a tie that I don't wear no more. I'm bracing myself for the chill of the night and the sound of your absence walking out of the door. Every silver surface is a trick of the eye. A gallery filled with 1,000 goodbyes. I'm looking for us in the polished veneer, but the glass is just cold and the truth is too near. Now I'm drowning in tearful shadow reflections in these distorted, lonely directions. I see a smile in the window when the rain starts to fall, but it's just a trick of the light on the wall. The ripples are moving, the image is breaking like the very first step that I'm terrified of taking. Now I'm staring at a life that's been lost in the glass, watching my tearful reflections of us pass. I caught a glimpse of myself in a storefront today, and for a second I thought you were standing right there, just a step to my left in your coat of dark gray, with the wind catching hold of your mahogany hair. But the light shifted gears and the vision went thin. It was just a stranger with a suitcase and a frown. I'm tired of the skin that I'm currently in a city that reflects how you let me down. Break the silver, smash the frame. It won't stop the way that I scream out your name. I can't look away from the wreck that I see in every mirror that's looking at me. Just a fragment of us left to collect. The glass is on the floor and I don't wanna look anymore. Tearful reflection. I'm losing sight of who I was with you. Is burning a hole in the sheets. Outside there's a siren on the Fifth Avenue streets. I've typed out your name and I've deleted the rest. I'm trying to quiet the shake in my chest. The cursor is blinking, a heartbeat of light in the middle of a long, colorless night. I should go to sleep, I should throw it away, but there's a million things I'm dying to say. My thumb is hovering over the sand between I miss you and this is the end. The moon is a witness, the clock is a ghost to the version of me that I hate the most. And it's sitting there right at 3 a.m., the digital ghost of a remember when. Two little check marks that won't turn to blue, just like the bridge that I burned back to you. I'm screaming in silence through a glass screen, like delivered and the never been seen. It's a heavy weight, the things I haven't said, just hanging there start. Back when your good nights were work of art. The bubbles were constant, the energy high. Before you became just a name I passed by. Now I'm reading our history like a cold case, trying to find where I lost my place. I sent a heart, but it's sitting alone in the graveyard of data inside of my phone. My thumb is hovering over the sand, wondering if you're awake on the other end. The moon is a witness, the clock is a ghost to the version of me that I hate the most. And it's sitting there unread at 3 a.m., the digital ghost of a remember when. Two little check marks that won't turn to blue, just like the bridge that I burned back to you. I'm screaming in silence through a glass screen, locked in the delivered and the never been seen. It's a heavy weight, the things I haven't said, just hanging there unread at 3 a.m. Maybe you're sleeping, dreaming of peace. Maybe I'm the only one who can't find relief. So maybe you saw it and you just let it sit, watching me crumble bit by bit. Is it worse if you're sleeping, or worse if you're there, watching my bubble dissolve in the air? And it's sitting there unread at 3 a.m., the digital ghost of a remember when. Two little check marks that won't turn to blue, just like the bridge that I burned back to you. I'm screaming in silence through a glass screen, locked in the delivered and the never been seen. It's a heavy weight, the things I haven't said, just hanging there unread. The sun's coming up, the screen's going black. I'm still waiting for a word that's never coming back. Unread, still unread. 3 red, full tears, still nothing from you. I'm staring at the sugar on the rim of my cup, while the steam tries to cover the mess I've become. I keep waiting for the phone to finally light up, but the silence is louder than the beat of a drum. I found your old sweater in the bottom of the drawer. It still smells like cedar and the rain on the coast. I don't know why I'm holding on to it anymore, when I'm just slow dancing with the memories ghost. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief, stealing the joy and just leaving the grief. It's the sting of the soul and the taste of the wine, the beautiful wreckage you left far behind. Oh, it's bittersweet, this life without you. A sky that is golden, but a heart that is blue. Is the honey on the blade, is the rose with the thorn, is the sunset that looks like a funeral for mourn. I'm grateful for the love, but I'm dying from the loss, counting the pennies while I pay for the cost of every high that turned into a low. God, it's so bittersweet watching you go. I walk past the garden we planted in June. The weeds have moved in and the flowers are dead. I'm humming the bridge of our favorite tune, but I can't get the harmony I saw you in a photo with a look I don't know, a stranger with eyes that used to be home. It's a strange kind of torture to watch someone grow into a person who's happy alone. If I could go back, would I change a thing? Would I trade the winter just to keep the spring? No, I take the poison just to feel the spark, even if it meant being left in the dark. I thought it'd be a crack, a sudden heart attack, a clean cut fever, or a house painted black. But the walls are still standing and the roof hasn't fell. It's just a quieter version of hell. I'm taking down pictures, one frame every week. I'm losing the habit of the secrets we speak. It's not a landslide that buries the town, it's just the slow way the sun goes down. I'm waiting for the moment I don't feel the sting, but the clock on the wall is a cruel heavy thing. It doesn't happen all at once in a flood. It's a steady quiet thinning of the blood. And it's the slow burn of letting you go, the smoke in the lungs and the temperature low. It's not a goodbye, it's a long fading no. Watching the embers lose all of their glow. I'm learning your touch, I'm forgetting your light. 1 inch at a time through the heat of the night. It's a long way to empty, it's a heavy soft glow in the slow burn of letting you go. I saw your old sweater in the back of the car, and for a second I forgot just how far we are. I almost reached out, then I pulled back my hand, like a wave retreating from a desert of sand. The pain isn't sharp, it's just heavy and dull, like a ship that is taking on water in the hull. I'm not drowning today, I'm just sinking so slow, waiting for the bottom with nowhere to go. I'm waiting for the moment I don't see a ghost in the places and faces that I love the most. It doesn't happen all at it's a slow, steady death of a beautiful dream. And it's the slow burn of letting you go, the smoke in the lungs and the temperature low. It's not a goodbye, it's a long fading no. Watching the embers lose all of their glow. I'm learning your touch, I'm forgetting your light. 1 inch at a time through the heat of the night. It's a long way to empty, it's a heavy soft blow. And a slow burn of letting you go. If I could just break, I could finally heal. But I'm stuck in the middle of this spinning wheel. I'm half attached and I'm half erased, living in a life that can't be replaced. Burn it down, burn it fast. Why does the ending have to last and last? It's the slow burn of letting you go, the smoke in the lungs and the temperature low. It's not a goodbye, it's a long fading no. Watching the embers lose all of their glow. I'm learning your touch, I'm forgetting your light. 1 inch at a time through the heat of the night. One day I'll wake up and the fire will be cold. One day I'll be new and you'll just be old. But for now, I'm still burning. I'm still setting 2 plates at the table, watching the steam rise and then die away. I tell the empty chair that I'm stable, but I'm just a ghost haunting the light of day. Your keys are still hanging right by the door, metallic reminder of who isn't here. I don't recognize this house anymore, now that the heartbeat has gone out of the year. The sun didn't set, it just stayed behind the clouds. I'm screaming your name, but the silence is loud. I'm reaching for hands that are no longer there, just grasping at cold, empty air. Now I'm living in the eclipse, part of your heart where the moon blocked the sun and we fell apart. I'm the shadow you left when you walked to the light, when a permanent winter, a midsummer night. You're the corona, beautiful and gold, and I'm just the dark that you no longer hold. Yeah, I'm fading away in the eclipse shadows of us. I saw you downtown, you looked like a dream, with a smile that I didn't help you create. It's a different kind of hurt, it's a silent scream, knowing I'm the version of you that you hate. You've got a new glow, a new morning sky, while I'm stuck in the moment. You whisper goodbye, I'm a photograph burning, curling at the edge, falling forever off the side of the ledge. They say that the darkness is only a phase, that the moon has to move, that the sun has to blaze. But my clock stopped ticking when you turned the key. Now there's nothing but midnight left inside of me. flesh you no longer hold. Yeah, I'm fading away in the eclipsed shadows of us. Eclipsed shadows, I'm still waiting for the light to return, but some fires were meant to just flicker and burn until there's nothing left but the black and the gray, and I'm just the shadow that you walked away from. I still reach across the mattress in the dark, tracing the space where your heartbeat used to be. The silence in this room has left a mark, a hollow weight that's anchored down on me. Found your coffee mug behind the books, staying with a memory of a Tuesday afternoon. It's haunting how a simple object looks when the person who it belonged to left too soon. I'm talking to the walls like they can hear, fighting with a ghost that won't appear. My hands are open, shaking in the cold, gripping on the stories that we never got to tell. Now I'm reaching for ghosts, I'm reaching for air, trying to touch a love that's no longer there. I'm grasping at shadows on the hallway floor, waiting for a knock on a locked up door. It's a desperate kind of rhythm, a lonely kind of dance, begging for a moment, for a ghost of a chance. But my fingers just slip through the silver and gray, reaching for ghosts of the one who walked away. The scent of your perfume is fading from your coat. I try to breathe it in before it disappears. I'm clinging to the ink inside your note, but the words are getting blurry from the years. I see you in the corner of my eye, a shimmer in the glass, a flicker in the hall. But when I turn to ask you how, there's nothing but my shadow on the white. They say that let go is the bravest thing to do, but I'm a coward if it means losing the thought of you. I'd rather have these hauntings, I'd rather have the ache than a heart that's finally healed and there's nothing left to break. Touch a love that's no longer there. I'm grasping at shadows on the hallway floor, waiting for a knock on a locked up door. It's a desperate kind of rhythm, a lonely kind of dance, begging for a moment, for a ghost of a chance. But my fingers just slip through the silver and gray, reaching for ghosts of the one who walked away. Reaching, I'm still reaching. reaching. I walked past the park where the maples turned gold and felt a sharp shiver that wasn't the cold. The bench by the fountain is peeling in gray, just like the color since you went away. I swear for a second the wind called my name in a voice that was soft as a flickering flame. I turned to the right with a smile on my face, but I was just standing in empty space. It's the ghost of a sound on the edge of a breeze. It's the rustle of memory deep in the trees. I'm chasing a melody I can't quite hold, a story that ended before it was told. Now I'm living in the echoes of a laughter, the once upon a time with no happily ever after. It's ringing in the hallways, it's bouncing off the glass, watching all the lonely hours slowly pass. Every time I close my eyes, I hear that silver ring, the beautiful sorrow that the silence brings. I'm a broken man in a hollow world, it's true. Just listen to the echoes of the laughter I once knew. I'm still buying the tea that you like the best, letting it sit till it's cold like the rest. I heard a girl laugh at a table nearby, and for one heartbeat I forgot how to cry. It had the same rhythm, the same little kiss, like a spark in the dark from a dying match. But when she turned around, her eyes were strangers, and I felt the sting of a heart still in danger. Is it a blessing or is it a curse to hear what I've lost and make it feel worse? I'd give up the quiet, I'd give up the peace, just to hear that one sound and find some relief. Now I'm living in the echoes of a laughter, the once upon a time with no happily ever after. It's ringing in the hallways, it's bouncing off the glass, watching all the lonely hours slowly pass. Every time I close my eyes, I hear that silver ring, the beautiful sorrow that the silence brings. I'm a broken man in a hollow world, it's true. Just listen to the echoes of the laughter I once knew. There it is again, fading in the rain, a ghost of a giggle, a phantom of joy, the pieces of a heart you used to employ. Echo, just echo. God, I miss the sound of you. I'm tracing the lines of the Big Dipper's edge, leaning my weight on this cold window ledge. The world is asleep, but I'm wide awake, counting the pieces of my heart that you take. The telescope's dusty, it's been here since May, back when we thought we'd never drift away. Now I'm just staring at 1,000,000 miles of black, waiting for a signal that isn't coming back. You always said we were written in the sky, two burning sparks that will never say goodbye. But the atmosphere changed and the gravity broke, and our forever just went up in smoke. There's something in the heavens tonight, a cold distant glow, dead starlight. I'm looking for a sign, I'm looking for a trace of a love that got lost in the vacuum of space. Are you looking up too from wherever you are, or have you moved on to a different star? I'm just a satellite orbiting the pain of something in the heavens I can't reach again. Radio static is the only sound, while I'm keeping my feet on this heavy ground. I remember you told me we're all made of dust, but why does it feel like I'm covered in rust? A shooting star falls and I don't make a wish. What's the point of a dream in a void like this? Every constellation looks like a silhouette, a map of the things that I'll never forget. The moon is a pale, lonely eye in the dark, watching the embers of our dying spark. They say that the light takes a lifetime to travel, while I watch the fabric of our life unravel. Of a love that got lost in the vacuum of space. Are you looking up too from wherever you are, or have you moved on to a different star? I'm just a satellite orbiting the pain of something in the heavens I can't reach again. Something in the heavens so far out of reach, a lesson the universe is trying to teach. The sky is so big and I'm so small. Just a flicker, then gone. I'm sitting in 14B, staring at the wing watching the city turn into a tiny distant thing. The captain says we're climbing to 30,000 feet. I'm buckled in tight, but the cabin's incomplete. I reach into my pocket, pull the silver from the tray, toggle the switch to keep the world away. No bars on the signal, no pings on the glass, just me and the ghosts in the clouds as we pass. I can't call you up and I can't see your face. I'm suspended in time in this hollowed out space. The Wi-Fi is down and the engines are low, and I've got nowhere left for the static to go. I'm just living on memories on airplane mode, scrolling through the pictures of the life that we owe to a future that crashed on a Saturday night. Now I'm drifting alone through the cold black light. I'm offline, I'm untethered, I'm out of your reach. Just a heart-shaped wreck on a digital beach. I'm safe from the scene and I'm safe from the cold, with my heart stuck on memories on airplane mode. I'm scrolling through the video, you in the rain, you're laughing at something oblivious to pain. I watched it 10 times since we left the ground. It's the only place left where the us can be found. If I turn it back on, I'll see you moved on. I'll see the new status, I'll see that you're gone. But up here in the silence where the air is so thin, I can pretend that you're waiting where the wrong one begins. But I'm suspended in time in this hollowed out space, looking for home in a nameless place. The Wi-Fi is down and the engines are low, and I'm terrified of where we're both gonna go. I'm just living on memories on airplane mode, scrolling through the pictures of the life that we owe to a future that crashed on a Saturday night. Now I'm drifting alone through the cold black light. I'm off, I'm untethered, I'm out of your reach. Just a heart-shaped wreck on a digital beach. I'm safe from the scene and I'm safe from the cold, with my heart stuck on memories on airplane mode. The flight attendant asks if I'm doing okay, but how do I say that I'm light years away? That I'm holding a screen like a lifeline of lead, that I'm flying to a city where our love is dead. Don't land the plane, don't let the signal through. I'm not ready to live in a world without you. Yeah, I'm living on memories on airplane mode, scrolling through the pictures of the life that we owe to a future that crashed on a Saturday night. Now I'm drifting alone through the cold black light. I'm off, I'm untethered, I'm out of your reach. Just a heart-shaped wreck on a digital beach. I'm safe from the scene and I'm safe from the cold. The wheels at the tarmac, the lights flicker on, the searching starts blinking, and I know that you're gone. Switching back to